ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Little League Baseball World Series Caribbean qualifier continuing today in Puerto Rico. It wasn't a good day for the Bahamas as they lost both games of a doubleheader, entering the day undefeated at 3-0. Freedom Farm opened up this morning with a 7-4 loss to Puerto Rico's A team, which is the only unbeaten team left in the tournament. They followed that up with a 10-9 setback to a Curacao team, which had only one loss heading in. At 3-2, Freedom Farm will close out round-robin play tomorrow against Aruba, which sports a record of 3-1. Lorraine Lafleur making waves in the sport of professional bodybuilding. Less than a year after earning her pro card, Lafleur won the women's physique category over the weekend at a show in Montreal, Canada. That victory now qualifies Lafleur for the World Games in Shanghai, China in November. Bahamians also doing big things in the sport of rowing. Brothers William and Ethan Stanhope were a part of the team that won gold in the men's intermediate quadruple sculls this past weekend at the U.S. Rowing Club's Nationals in New Jersey. This is the first gold medal a Bahamian has ever won at the event. The Bahamas Jaguars, led by St. George's coach Darryl Sayers, making an impact on the AAU basketball circuit in the U.S. Led by some of the top high school players in the country, the Jaguars captured their bracket championship at the George McClellan Invitational in Houston, Texas, during the NCAA's Live Open recruitment period. Back here at home, the 23rd annual Peace on the Street Basketball Classic tipping off last night. Carlos Reed is the organizer.
We have about 36 teams that's involved this year, which have grown from the 8 teams that we started 22 years ago. This is our second year doing it down at the Hope Center. We're going to be doing it for the next 5 nights here, and then we take it over to the Kendall Isaac Gymnasium, where we're going to have our family night, which is going to feature the Rover Slam Dunk Contest, the Sunshine Auto 3-point shootout. We're going to have all our championship game, and of course that big celebrity game that everybody is so excited about.
In addition to the Slam Dunk Contest, Rubus has also come on board as one of the tournament's major sponsors.
We're excited to share in the Youth Against Violence movement in the Bahamas. We believe very strongly in this cause, and we're also excited to partner with JML Enterprises, our retailer, for several of our service stations as they are looking to hire some new exciting employees for their service stations. As we said on Saturday night, the family night, we're excited to give away a few $1,000s in prizes for the Rubus Slam Dunk competition.
In terms of the competition on the court, the Young Ballers, one of the teams taking part.
It's a newly formed team, keeping the youth them together and organized. Basketball is a team sport. We're trying to teach the team, we're trying to teach camaraderie. What we're doing, we just won our first game by 11 points, and it was a big team. But the pressure and the effort from the young guys made it all possible. So it's not about me as the coach, it's about the individuals and the children and the young ballers today.
Fight sports jiu-jitsu started here in the Bahamas last December, and from then to now, it's come a long way.
5 people who train here outside of the country, and then when we moved to here, many Bahamians start to train with us. So now we are 65 students, but sharing in an adult class, that class that you guys seen, and we have the kids class. We teach jiu-jitsu and self-defense, and we have a anti-bully program for kids, for teenagers. That we just not only teach martial arts, but we teach values. You know what I mean? If you are confident, if you know martial arts, you don't need bullying nobody, and so you not let anybody bullying you. But the first thing, you have to protect yourself and protect the people who you love, and protect some people that you see is suffering some unfair situation.
The club offers a women's self-defense program as well.
It's focused for how the women can defend themselves against a man attack or against some attack. We don't fight in human self-defense, how the woman can fight against a man, because sometimes the power is very different. But we teach skills that the woman can make a damage in someone who attacked her and get out of that bad situation.
On to some golf news now. The second year of the Sands Bear Cup is off to another great start. Veteran golfer Vernon Wells currently on top of the leaderboard with 146 points. He leads Richard Gibson Jr. by 1 point. Third is Stephen Johnson with 142. Now Gibson currently leads the Open division. Johnson on top in the mid-amateur. In the senior division, the leader there is Damon Pinder with 131 points. Meantime, in the Super Seniors, Wells leading the way there. Players are competing in several tournaments here in New Providence, also in Grand Bahama, Exuma, and Abaco. The next event on the schedule is the Lyford Key Classic this Friday. That will be followed by the Exuma Classic on August the 11th. Skipper and owner of the Barbarian, Delworth Gibson, hoping the Independence Regatta will be moved back here to the capital. He spoke about what needs to be done for that to happen.
The three clubs have to come together, and we have had meetings already, and all of their heads are under the same cap. So if the three clubs come together, it doesn't matter what Andrews wants to do, because if Andrews don't have those clubs supporting them, they have no vote. So these three clubs have all of the votes in the country, along with the Long Island Association. So if we want this thing here in the capital and the three of them come together and say that's where it's going to be, that's where it's going to be.
The KALIK Summer Bowling League back on the lanes last night at Mario's. Alcondo Hepburn from the Advocates took top honors on the men's side, scoring a 238 high game and a 6-10 three-game set. Brad Fowler of the Closers had a 217 game, while Alfred Burrows of the Strike Force finished with a 567 set. For the ladies, Janice Hoyt of the Advocates, a 190 game and a 524 set. Shanta Kerr posted a 215 game for the Closers, while teammate Kayla Nixon had a 510 set. And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.